Taoiseach, can I ask you for your reaction to Vladimir Putin's comments yesterday that if Europe wants to fight, then Russia is ready now? Do you see that as a direct threat to Ireland and countries in the coalition of the willing who are backing Ukraine?
It is a direct threat to Europe, and President Putin acts or behaves in an intimidatory manner. He sets out to intimidate, but we need to be clear that there has been a pattern of activity over the last number of years, which indicates a move to a more reckless form of behaviour by President Putin and by Russia. And that's manifested in a lot of incidents in respect of both in the Baltic, in terms of some of the shadow fleet anchors damaging pipelines. The recent incident in Poland has all the hallmark of an activity that certainly Russia isn't far away from. In terms of the rail incident, we've had manifestations of behaviour in other countries bordering Belarus and Russia, and also in the UK and elsewhere. And we've had the drones in Copenhagen in advance of the EPC meeting, and so on. So there's a lot of there's a pattern of behaviour which is designed to intimidate, to test. It's regrettable. I don't believe he has any intention of going to war with Europe ultimately, but that level of behaviour is very dangerous and damaging, and is designed to intimidate particularly neighbouring countries who are very fearful. And we often don't appreciate that here. Many of the countries who were once in the Soviet Union feel the Russian threat as an existential threat and are very fearful that if Ukraine was to fall, that they would be next in line. And that's a very real emotion and fear amongst people within Europe. And there's a broader anxiety within Europe more generally about the tendencies that are emanating from Russia. Europe does not want war. Europe wants peace. And in advance of the invasion of Ukraine, President Macron, the then Chancellor Scholz, did everything they possibly could to ask and to plead with President Putin not to go ahead with the invasion. But their pleas fell on deaf ears.